Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the DFS experience for Wednesday, October 26th. We got a 10-game slate. We're going to start with DraftKings. We're going to start with point guard. We got DeJounte Murray, 9'8". He's a little pricey, being that he's playing next to Trey Young. What happens with these two guys is that they both cap each other's ceilings. So, they've had good games. As you can see, they're averaging about 50 fantasy points a game, each of them. Like, the ceilings of the 60s and the 65s, those are going to come few and far between because of the fact that, like I said, they both get assists, they both shoot, they both have a high usage rate. So playing one of them is fine, playing both of them are fine, but on a slate with Braun, on a slate with Jokic, on a slate with Giannis, to spend take 10K for those two guys wouldn't be the correct play. However, you will see people taking shots on them if you're playing 100 lineups. You take shots on them together, by themselves. When I say together, nobody's gonna have that lineup with both of them, so that's why I would play a lineup like that. But that's if you're playing a lot of lineups. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to spend 10K on Dejounte when you can get um, Giannis without Middleton. Something like that. So that's how you got to look at it. But it's a great matchup against Detroit because Detroit is dog shit. Harden, Harden is a lock at 9,600. I'll tell you that right now. Um, Lock in Harden, and like I said, I don't like using the word lock. Lock in Harden on DraftKings and don't ask any questions. Um, really don't want to go into every single person's stats, but just in case people are wondering why I'm saying lock, I'll just put it like this. All right, you know what? Let's take the fast route. 56 fantasy points, 60 fantasy points, 48 fantasy points in a game where he shot 4 for 18 and 64 fantasy points. Man, like I said, I never thought I'd say this, but James Harden is back. Fire him up. Period. We don't need Damian Mitchell with Harden $100 more. Mitchell gets a boost with no Garland, who's still going to be out. But listen, Harden's a different beast. It is what it is. Lillard, Lillard has a tremendous ceiling. Also, I'm still going to pick Harden over him. If I'm playing 10 lineups, I'll have Lillard in one or two. Same thing with Irvin. Absolutely good plays, but Harden is underpriced. I can't overlook that. If I'm playing a single lineup, Harden all the way. Drew Holiday looks like he's ready to play ball. He's in play. Van Fleet, I've been focusing on Van Fleet. Absolutely in play. Um, he's in play. Halliburton. Indiana gives me nightmares because I don't know what they're doing with their rotations. Halliburton is only playing 30 minutes a game. At 8,300, a a a player that has a high ceiling and can give you a triple double any given night. They're only playing him 30 minutes a game. I I got to get off that ride. Unfortunately, Cade Cunningham. Let me explain something to you guys about Cade Cunningham because my dumbass always drink the Kool Aid. Let me tell you who and what Cade Cunningham is. Cade Cunningham is that ex girlfriend that always cheated on you, and I don't want to say girlfriend, ex spouse. Cade Cunningham is that ex spouse that cheated on you one time and you let them come back. They said, "Baby, I'm sorry, I didn't mean it. I just made a mistake." And you know what? You let them come back home. A couple weeks later, they did it again. "Oh, baby, I'm sorry, I didn't mean it. I don't know what I was thinking. I promise, one more chance. I won't do it again." And then you know what you do? Let them come back home again. Let them come back home. And after a few weeks, you know what happens? Guess what they do? They do it again. They cheat on you again. And you know what they say? They said, "Baby, I didn't mean it. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean it." That's Kate Cunningham. Because our stupid asses keep rostering him. and he keeps not hitting value. So, you know, they got this saying in the United States of America. It says 3 strikes and you're out. I'm done with Cade Cunningham for the rest of the season. I'm never playing him again. I'm done with him. Okay? If you guys want to go out there and fire up Cade Cunningham in your contests, have at it. Enjoy. You want bon appetit. You know what I'm saying? Me, I'm good. Let's continue. Kevin Porter Jr. is in play. I like this matchup against Utah. I'm going right back to it. I like the main pieces. I like the starters. Going right back to it. I like Kevin Porter at $7,600. D'Angelo Russell against San Antonio. Looking for a high scoring game with a little bit of defense. Um, besides Gobert. And he's an okay play. He's an okay play. I still haven't found, besides Harden, I still haven't seen anything that blows me out. Blows me off my feet, or what's that term? Sweeps me up off my feet. Whatever it is y'all say, but I haven't seen it yet. Just Harden so far. Russell's an okay play. Hero looks very good at 6,900. Jamal Murray a little bit pricey, a little bit sluggish, a little rusty. He's been out a whole year. It's expected, but guess what? Now check this out. Everybody plays well against the Lakers, but the Lakers defense is a little bit better. So they're not as targetable as they used to be. And on top of that, there's gonna be no Westbrook. No Westbrook. I'm looking well, supposedly he's not playing because of his hamstring. We'll see. If Westbrook doesn't play, I'm looking for a different demeanor from the Lakers in a better way, in a good way. Um, Jamal Murray's too pricey for me. Scotty Barnes, I don't play people with messed up ankles. Jalen Brunson, he's priced appropriately, so in my one lineup, I'm not playing Jalen Brunson. Ben Simmons, Ben Simmons, I'm better than Ben Simmons right now. That tells you all you need to know. Spoke about Westbrook. If he was playing, he's not worthy, and if he doesn't play, every everybody on the Lakers, their their stock goes up. I just put it like that. He's starting to look like a cancer on that team. Anthony Simons finally remembered how to play. $6,400. He's in play. Clarkson starting against Houston in play. Mike Conley been sipping rejuvenation water. He's absolutely in play, looking healthy, and you know what? He's supposedly a good guy. I'm happy to see it. Cole Anthony. I don't think I've played Cole Anthony. I don't even think I played him all year last year, and I don't think I'm going to start this year. So listen, if you play Cole Anthony, congratulations. Um, Dennis Smith Jr. off the bench against the Knicks. I don't think so. I know he's been playing well, but what did he do? 34 minutes, 1 3, 6 assists, 1 block, 3 steals. That's fine. But if I'm playing one lineup, I'm not playing Dennis Smith Jr. off the bench. If he's starting, that's fine. If he's starting, he's fine. If he's not starting, he's okay. 6K. Remember, you're looking for six times value. So don't get all googly eyed when you see 37 fantasy points, because that's just him doing his job at 6K. You understand what I'm saying? I'm sorry, I'm in a little bit of a mood today, but you know, I want to make sure you guys, win. Um, Tyrese Maxey, Tyrese Maxey is not in play. I'm not gonna talk shit about him. He's playing next to a legendary player right now, and his fantasy stock is very low right now, and it's probably gonna stay like that as long as Harden is healthy. $5,600 starting point guard Kyle Lowry is in play. Unfortunately, sounds very crazy coming out of my mouth, but we're here to win, and using Kyle Lowry for value isn't the worst thing in the world. Trey Jones in a matchup against Minnesota looks amazing. That stands out to me. Absolutely. AO, to some no, I don't think so. Chicago looks wild. Levine is back to a monkey wrench and everything. DeRozan didn't look good when Levine was back. So how can I expect DeSumno to look good? Let's just see for shits and giggles what he did last game. Because you're only as good as your last game in the NBA. You understand what I'm saying? So when you see me look back at the last game, I want to see what you did in your last game. Because the games before your last games don't matter. 34 minutes, he shot 9 from 10. If you think Ayo, DeSumno, is going to shoot 9 from 10 again, guess what? Play him. Play him. If you think that. Because I don't think so. 35 fantasy points, 9 of 10 shooting, 6 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal. Listen, you want to chase that? I'll buy you running shoes. Go on ahead. Where are we? Sexton is okay. Sexton is 5K. I mean, if you play Sexton, you're probably going to lose quickly. Oh, not Isaiah quickly. You're going to lose quickly if you play Colin Sexton at 5K at $4,900. You're looking for him to get extended minutes. Let's just see what he did. And I really don't want to go through everybody's 15 minutes. He's played 21, 19, 19, and 15 minutes. You know what that means over here on the DFS experience? That means that he's disqualified. So let's just keep going. Jalen Noel's in play, $4,600 coming off the bench. Patrick Beverly with no rust. Is that a thing? I'm gonna tell you this. I'm gonna give you some insider information. The optimizers are gonna like him. He's gonna project very well, and he's gonna go play like ass, and you're gonna be mad. If you play Patrick Beverly, who can't shoot, if you play him tomorrow with no Westbrook, it's gonna be an early night. And you know where you're gonna be at, an hour after lock. You're gonna be sitting in your couch by your fireplace watching CSI Miami. You know what I'm saying? So guess what? Play Patrick Beverly. It's gonna be an early night. Let's continue. Isaiah quickly, I'm good. I don't think I need any of these guys down here. I don't need any of them. You know when you buy a bag of chips and you finish all the chips and you have all those crumbs in the bottom of the chip, at the bottom of the bag? That's what these guys are down here. Potato chip crumbs. So we're not playing these guys. I'm sorry, guys. I'm just fired up today. Let's continue. Shooting guard. Um, so we like Harden. No Halliburton for me. He's playing 30 minutes a game, and his coach is an asshole. Rozier, I think he has what? Is this an ankle injury or what? This is ankle. So I'm not messing with him. I don't care what's going on. His ankle hurts. I'm not playing him. Anthony Edwards at 8K. You want to take a shot? Take a shot. You want to take a shot at Levine? Take a shot. Jaden Ivey. I don't like Detroit. Detroit doesn't do enough for these guys to get fantasy points. They're not getting enough rebounds and assists and stock. They're not doing enough. I can't do it. I'm sorry. We spoke about Hero. We like him. We love Jalen Green. Jalen Green is the offensive star in Houston. It's not Porter. It's Jalen Green. Matherin. This dude plays like 22 minutes. This dude plays like 22 minutes. Do you know what he could do in 34 minutes? 25 minutes, 6 for 16, 24 fantasy points. 28 minutes, 34 fantasy points. 28 minutes, 36 fantasy points. 31 minutes, 40 fantasy points. And then his coach goes and plays him 6 minutes less. Fucking Indiana Pacers. If I was Doctor Strange and I could snap my finger and make the Indiana Pacers disappear out the league, I would. Because what the fuck is that? Man, wow. Let's continue. Levert, no Garland, should be a thing. But you know what? We always remember these guys of what they used to be. And what I just said earlier, you're only as good as your last game. Levert is not the dude on the Nets that when the team was shorthanded, he used to give you 40, 50 fantasy points. This is him. This is him. You know that show on NBC called This Is Us? Well, this is the new show starring Karis LeVert. This is him. 35 fantasy points. That's the best he could do. 33 minutes, 4 from 12, 4 rebound, 8 assists, 1 block, 1 steal, 33, 35 minutes. That's a good game for him. That's him. That's the new. This is the new Karis LeVert. And guess what? You know, eh, we everybody can't stay the same, so it's fine. We can't get mad because players aren't what they used to be. We just got to find the new guys. That's gonna be the new guys that's gonna do what these guys used to do. Like the Matherins, if he got some minutes. But Karis LeVert is washed. That's it. When I say he's washed, he's not what he used to be. So let's continue. Gary Trent, his rate goes up if there's no Barnes. Josh Hart, um, playing on the mighty Portland Trailblazers, who are undefeated in play. Terrence Ross, you want to play Terrence Ross? Not the worst play in the world. Caldwell Pope on Denver against the Lakers. They call that a revenge game or something like that. No, I don't play guys with low ceilings. That's just me. If you want to play Caldwell Pope in your contest that you pay hard earned money for or hard earned money with, congratulations to you. Um, the rest of these guys down here, let me see something. Hold on. Fournier playing 100 lineup, Storm in one. Same thing with Noel, like I said. If you're playing 100 lineup, you could probably throw Patrick Beverly in one, but that's just being cute. Let's see. Beasley, you could take a shot on Beasley. You want to take a shot on Primo? Not the worst. You could probably take a shot on Richardson, Josh Richardson. Same thing with Melton. These guys don't have high upsides, but last man in, you need someone to give you 20 to 25 fantasy points. That's them. Let's go to small forward. Durant is in play. He's one of two scorers. He's one of 2 scorers on the Brooklyn Nets. What does that tell you? Play him. LeBron James, absolutely still a fantasy monster. If there's no rest, his rates go up. And these guys are undefeated. Look for LeBron James to put up a 50 burger, a 40 burger. I'm sorry. Rosen should bounce back from that bad game that he had, like the matchup against Indiana. DeRozan's in a great spot. He's in a very good spot. Even with Levine, DeRozan very rarely has 2 bad games in a row. So, um, play him. He's a little pricey, but pay him. RJ Barrett can't pay off his ticket. He can't pay off his salary at $6,700. Not with Brunson and Randall there, so don't do it to yourself. Remember, I warned you. Vassal's price is coming up. Was playing him all week. $6,600. He gets it's a little tricky. If Vassal doesn't play, Keldon Johnson's rates go up, and so does Trey Jones. If Vassal is not in, I I I think I play Trey Jones. I think I'm heavy on Trey Jones. That's how I want to word it. If there's no Rozier, Gordon Hayward looks good, and if there's no Rozier, Dennis Smith, you're looking for Dennis Smith to start at 6K. I'm not looking for nobody to come off the bench and then be revolutionary. That's just asking too much. Marketing is too cheap. Another guy that's going to be somewhat of a lock, and he's coming off of a subpar game, so his ownership should be down. I think I mentioned earlier that Ben Simmons was trash, but you play him if you want. You'll lose. Oubre's in play, especially if there's no Rozier. Wagner's in play. OG gets a bump if there's no Barnes. Tobias. Tobias is an okay player at 6K. Probably won't pay his salary off though. Sadiq Bey is hit or miss. He might give you 4 points. He might give you 35. I'm done with Detroit. I'm not playing anyone from Detroit. Michael Porter Jr. You want to take a shot at 6K at 5,900? Right now, he looks decent. As the day goes on and more value comes up, these guys that look decent, then they don't look good at all. But you know how this goes. Buddy Hield, if you F around and play Buddy Hield, probably your night, I think if you play Buddy Hield, you'll realize that 30 minutes after lock, your night is over. The other day he played 14 minutes for no reason. Um, we spoke about Hart. Hunter's in play. Unfortunately, McDaniels is in play. Um, Jetty, I don't see Jetty being an optimal play. Um, Race O'Neal, I don't think so. This is Jalen, right? Yeah, Jalen. No, Lonnie Walker's in play. KJ Martin is an okay play if he starts, but he's a meh. Um, when I say KJ Martin is meh, I mean fantasy wise, he's meh. Because people be like, people might be like, well, he could dunk, he dunk. I don't give a shit about it if he could dunk. What does he do? What does he do? For fantasy production, how is he helping me win money? That's the question. 13 fantasy points, 21 fantasy points, 23 fantasy points, and 16 fantasy points. $4,500 and 16 fantasy points is me losing money. So KJ Martin is meh. Okay, let me see. I don't see anything down here. I don't see anything down here. There's nothing down here. Nothing down here. Let's go to power forward. Giannis is 11-2. You play him. You don't ask questions. You play him. He's gonna smash Brooklyn. Probably gonna put up a 40 burger on Brooklyn with no Middleton. When Giannis has 40 fantasy points at half, remember that Chapo said so. Durant, you know what? I'm looking for a good back and forth, but you're gonna need to if you wanted to play Giannis and Durant, you'll need a lot of value. If you get some great value, you could probably play on one of each and then hope for a shootout. But Brooklyn has no defense, so I don't know what to tell you. I like LeBron James and AD. Um, if there's no Westbrook, I think I might play both of them together. AD usually has good games against Jokic, so um, like I said, no Russell. These guys are 0-3. I'm looking for them to come out with a vengeance. No cat for me today. Um, Jimmy Butler waiting for his 50-point fantasy game. Maybe he's old and he can't do it anymore. We'll see. All those uh all those years of like putting teams on his back, maybe he can't do it anymore. Sometimes when these new seasons come, some guys just ain't got it anymore. Um 41, 36, 36, and 42 fantasy points is not bad, but when you're paying 8600 for a player, you need to start seeing 50 fantasy points. So, you know what that means? His 42.5 fantasy points is significant. Let's continue. Randall at 8200 is an okay play. You'd really prefer Barrett to be out for Randall's rates to go up at $8,200. You're looking for 6 times value. Banchero is in play. Keldon Johnson looks amazing again. They're not pricing him up. $6,800. He's a lot. He's a somewhat of a lot for me on DraftKings. John Collins looks good. Jabari Smith looks good. I'm going right back to marketing. Aaron Gordon is in play. PJ Washington is, and the Knicks are good this year too. Um, PJ Washington, 30 minutes, 29 minutes, 22 minutes. The first game, he had 38 fantasy points. Then it went down to 20. Then it went down to 17. Looks like he was in some foul trouble. Um, let's see something. PJ Washington against the Knicks, he should be able to stay in the game. Don't see who he's going to get in foul trouble with. Um, it ain't going to be Mitchell Robinson for sure. So, PJ Washington, if you're playing 10 lineups, maybe throw him in. Nah, if you're playing 15 lineups, throw him in one. Mobley, if you're playing 10 lineups, throw him in one. Oubre, if there's no Rozier, like I said earlier. Jalen Smith is in play, but he plays on Indiana. Do with that information what you want. Portis is in play. Kelly Olynyk is in play at $5,600. Isaiah Stewart's in play at $5,400. He's like the new Jeremy Grant somewhat. Bogdanovich is in play. Listen, these guys aren't going to give you any ceilings, but They're okay plays at their price point. Okay plays. Struce is an okay play. He projects well, but he's an okay play. Um, like you got Butler healthy, you got Lowry healthy, you got Tyler Hero healthy. What is Struce gonna do? You need Struce to come in and bang out 5 threes. You know what I'm saying? So plus other stuff. No Boucher. Um, let's see what else we got. What else we have down here? Nothing. Let's wait for value, like I always say. All right, let's get this. Let's get the center going, and let's get going. This video is a little bit long. It is what it is. Trying to get y'all ready for this slate. If you're new here, welcome. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the bell, thumbs up. Really appreciate you guys. And if you want my optimal lineups, or if you need me to hand build you lineups before lock, check out my Patreon, which is linked in the description, or you just DM me on Twitter and we could talk about it. Let's continue. Jokic is 10-9, absolutely fine. I'm not worried about Jamal Murray, taking any away his fantasy points because Jamal Murray is still finding himself. So, once Jamal Murray is back, then we could worry about Jokic and his production. Until then, Jokic is in play, Embiid is in play. Um, Siakam is in play, playing well. Listen, Siakam is playing like he's him. Siakam seems to think he's him, so play him. If he's him, he's him. So let's just play Siakam. You feel me? I'd play Gobert over Cat, but they still got them price. Let me see something. What did Cat do in his last game that they got him priced so high? 39 minutes, 9 from 17, 2 threes, 11 rebounds, 5 assists, 5 fouls. So that's why he's priced like that. 48 fantasy points. All right. Well, if you think he's gonna do it again, play him. But I doubt he does that again 2 games in a row. Vooch. I don't need Vooch with Levine back. Jared Allen. He doesn't take enough shots for me. I'm sorry. Bam Adebayo. Bam Adebayo seems to have lost his way on the basketball court when it comes to fantasy production. And I'm not in the business of playing $7,200 for players that don't know what they're doing. So no Bam for me. If you want to go ahead and play Bam Adebayo, then guess what? Congratulations. Um, Wendell Carter's in play, but don't play him and Banchero in the same lineup. That's what I wouldn't do. I think Banchero takes away some of Carter's rebounds. Not that I think he does. Nurkic, $6,700 against Miami. He's in play. Jacob Poeltl's in play. They're going to need him against the Twin Towers. This either works out very good for Jacob Poeltl or it works out very bad. So, either he's going to be in foul trouble or he's going to get a lot of rebounds, play as many minutes as Pop lets him, and it works out in his favor. I might fade him out of fear because I don't know what's going to happen. And, it could go bad with Poeltl against the Twin Towers in Minnesota. Miles Turner is questionable. If I was Miles Turner, seeing what his coach has been doing, I'd just stay injured. That's what I would do. I would stay injured. Nick Claxton's in play. They're going to need him. He's probably going to be in foul trouble when Giannis bodies him off the floor. So I'm not playing Nick Claxton. Bobby Portis is in play. No Capella for me. That's why Capella is priced at $5,500. Capella is useless. You know what Capella is? Capella is that little lemon they put on top of your drink. When you go to the beach and they make you a drink and like some type of like Long Island iced tea and they put that little lemon on top. That's what Capella is. Absolutely useless. All right. I'm sorry. Where are we? Yeah, I don't think I'm going anything below. I'm not playing Brook Lopez. I'm not playing Mitch Robinson. Brook Lopez had like one good game. I'm not drinking that Kool-Aid. Vanderbilt, if you need Vanderbilt is fine. Hartenstein is fine. The okay play. Jalen Duran doesn't play enough minutes. Isaiah Jackson is going to start and do what? Play 4 minute rotations. So he played even less minutes, but he looks like he was in foul trouble. Because I played him on this game against Detroit. 22 minutes, 5 blocks, 25 fantasy points. I was so lucky. The next game, he plays 18 minutes, 8 fantasy points, but he looks like he was in foul trouble. So whatever. I'm not playing him anyway. Anybody else down here? You want to play Kessler? Last man in? I ain't gonna stop you. Goga be going off sometimes, but it's hard to tell when he's gonna go off. Goga went off when 44 fantasy points. That's the game. Listen, I can't even talk about Indiana. It's gonna make me throw up. Um, Nobody else from down here. I'm done. Let's get 5 guys. Let's get out of here. This video is already a little long. So who do we say we liked again? So we playing Harden. We're playing Harden. We're going with somebody. Wait, Simons, Levert. Somebody was too cheap. Was it? No. Okay, Keldon Johnson for sure. Let's get Keldon Johnson. I like Keldon Johnson and Markkinen though. Let's pick up Keldon Johnson. Let's go to small forward. Let's see something. Yeah, let's pick up Markkinen. Shooting guard. I don't need Levert. Done with Levert. See, no. How much money do we have? We have 5,400. We got one guy at 9K, so we have a little bit of dollars to spend. Let's pick up Jalen Green. He's a touch scoring dependent, but um, that's fine. Whatever. So we got Jalen Green, we got Markkinen, we got Keldon Johnson, and for center, can I pay for Siakam at 88? I want Siakam. Wendell Carter, Jacob Pertl, Jabari Smith, Evan Mobley. Um, Wendell Carter against Cleveland. That's not a good matchup for him. Bam, the ghost of Bam. I don't know. Siakam. No, can't afford Siakam. John Collins. John Collins against Detroit. Let me tell you something. People have their way in the paint in Detroit, so I like John Collins. So we got Collins, we got Keldon Johnson, we got Markkinen, we got Jalen Green, we got James Harden. Now this is just 5 guys that I like. Don't necessarily mean I'm going to play them all in one lineup. Might play 4 of them, might play 3 of them, but it depends on roster construction. The roster has to make sense, and I have to be getting production at every spot. I'm not punting any spots just to have a cute lineup. I don't do that. So I'll probably play 4 of these in one lineup, 3 of these, but these are 5 guys that stand out to me. So let's get FanDuel, which is already done for time purposes. So I like Jalen Green on FanDuel, 66. I like Anthony Simon, 63. Keldon Johnson at 72, a little bit more expensive on FanDuel than DraftKings. I do like both LeBron and AD. If there's no Russell Westbrook, and I still have 5K left over. Um, if there's no, if there's no, if there's no, what's his name from San Antonio? If there is no Vassell, then I'll stick Trey Jones. I'll probably swap Trey Jones with um Jalen Green, then put Jalen Green at shooting guard. But this whole mid range of guards, I like. I like Jalen Green. I like Anthony Simons. I like Clarkson. I like Conley. I like Trey Jones. And if Dennis Smith starts, then he's an okay play. But Dennis Smith is at the bottom of the totem pole when it comes to these guys. So look, I think that's that. These are my 5 guys from FanDuel. Probably won't play all 5 of these guys together either, because I'm only left with 5K, and I like a balanced lineup. Probably play one of LeBron or AD in a lineup. Probably play one lineup with both, but it's a 10-game slate. You got to get creative, wait for news, and do what we always do. So look, I'm gonna end it here. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell. Thumbs up, very important. Um, and like I said, if you need lineups or you're tired of losing, or you need me to build you lineups, check the description. That's where the Patreon is, or DM me on Twitter, and we'll work something out for you. Yeah, I think that's it. So listen, hope you guys had a profitable night, and I'll see you guys later. Ciao.